circumnavigate the earth again from north to south, which it can be done. Right now I have this place right here in Antarctica, and I have another one at the North Pole. So basically, if the earth is a globe, I should be able to travel in a circle from north to south, from this point past that point back around to this point. I'm gonna try to do that to show you that the earth is not a globe. All right, so basically I'm standing in Antarctica now, and I want to travel to the North Pole. So let's go in a straight line. Remember that these lines are north. These are the north lines. Any one of these lines, even though it's circling the earth, all of them are still going north. All these lines are still going north towards the North Pole. All these lines that's on the side that's going in a circle is going east and west around the North Pole, east and west. That's how you do it. So once I said, I'm gonna go ahead and travel from Antarctica to the North Pole in a straight line up north. So let's do that. All right, so we're traveling up north. We got South America here, North America here, and we're still gonna travel up north. Now, I'm gonna try to circumnavigate the earth from north to south back around. So I'm here, I didn't travel all the way to the North Pole from Antarctica. Now, so that was all north. That was a straight north shot. I traveled from Antarctica north to this point. Now I'm at magnetic north or true north, or where your compass points at. Now I want to continue to go around. So now I'm at north. Now I'll continue to go down south. So once I get down south, continue to move south, south, south. And this is the other border of Antarctica right here. Antarctica right here. So basically when you get here, you're supposed to magically pop back around. Now if I continue to go south, as you see, I'm going south. Remember, because facing that is back up north. That is north. Everywhere going towards that is north. So right now, this will be going north. So right now I'm walking backwards south. So let me continue to walk south. This is walking south. This is once you climb over the 200-foot wall and then you travel. It's fast. There's nothing out here. The wall is about right there, but once you get right here, I mean, the sun doesn't come this far. So this is barren, a desolate ice land, ice. There's storms here that would just, I mean, it's 200, 300 degrees below, Celsius over this joint. So there's no life here. That's why there's nothing depicted here. And when you see life like penguins, you see them huddle up all night next to each other on the edge or perimeter of Antarctica. They're not back here. There's nothing back here, as you can see. And it travels all the way around from it. So you see where the North Pole is? The sun doesn't travel this far around because the sun doesn't come on this side of the Antarctica. All this is Antarctica. This is where the land is, where the continents are. All back here is Antarctica. Antarctica. Remember that wall right there is the perimeter of Antarctica. 72,000 miles around. It is not 11,000 miles around Antarctica. They are lying to you. So simple fact, there's a treaty that will not let you come this way. As a civilian, you gotta be military. You gotta be with the lies, believing the globe in order to travel this way. Like I said, it's barren. This is all ice. There's no trees, no life this way. So now let's just go back towards the North Pole. So we started Antarctica and we are south. So once again, I want to travel from Antarctica because all around the earth is Antarctica, all the way around. All the way around. So now I'm gonna go travel back up north in a straight line, north, north, north. If I go this way, I'll be going east. If I go this way, I'll be going west. I mean, it's a complete circle. All right, so let's try this again. Let's try to do it the other way since we didn't magically come back around. And let's circumnavigate the earth from east to west up here according to the North Pole. All right, so I just want to travel. I mean, let's go west. All right, let's just circumnavigate from east to west in a complete circle. You circumnavigate from east to west in a complete circle. If you go in a straight line west, if you put your compass west, it will take you in this circle around the North Pole. Hey, when you look at the flat earth model of the map, I mean, I know for a fact that the earth is not a globe. It's impossible. It's not reality. So this is the best thing you come up with because the Lord sat on the circle of the earth. This is the circle of the earth. As you can see, you got Africa. I mean, you got Africa over here, South America, North America, Australia, Europe, and you got Antarctica all the way around. This is perfect because they show you the moon is phases. This is every day. They showing you every day the time that it goes around the flat earth. The moon and the sun are not the size you think they are. They're only 32 miles. If you look at how bright they are, they're the same size. You can see as they go around all year. So I'll explain what east and west is. This is north. This is north. This is where the North Pole Polaris star sits up here above this, where the sun is going around. So all your compass points here. Everywhere is south around Antarctica. So if I'm here in America, this is America right here. As you can see, if I go west, this is California. If I go west, this is going west in a circle. West. It's not left and right. I mean, it's left. This is a circle. This is going west. This is going east in a circle. You can stay right here and go west in a circle. These lines are going north and south. Everywhere going towards Antarctica is south. Everywhere going towards the North Pole, of course, is north. But these are the west and east lines. The sun rises east and it sets in the west. You see, the sun is rising right now and setting, rising right now every day. How you get seasons and how you get the seasons. The sun right here. When the sun is over America, see how it's going over America? It's the spring. The sun is moving in a circle around the earth. The pattern switch, and it gets further away every month. It gets further away to the sun is right here. Not over America no more. It's not as hot anymore. The sun is 32 miles in diameter. So the sunlight is not going to reach over there. As you can tell, everywhere the sun goes is warm. It's warm, so it's around the equator. This is the equator. They give you the globe like this. They print out this much, put it down, wrap it around. Then they take this other half and wrap it the other way. No, they wrap it around the globe. The earth is flat. If you travel in a straight line, there's no such thing as a straight line. You got to be going in a direction. So if you're going west, you're going that way. If you're going east, you're going that way. You're going in some sort of direction. I mean, it's that simple. As you can tell, the sun is in this area. So of course, this area is going to melt ice. Where the sun doesn't reach, there's ice. The sun doesn't come over top noon here. So it's going to be ice in this area. The sun doesn't come this far across Antarctica. It's going to be ice. Listen. So today is another morning, another day that I can see the moon out along with the sun. As you see, the moon is right there. It's about 7 a.m. and the sun is right there all the way down the street. So it's this simple to see. If the sun is out in the sky right now, along with the moon at the same time, then this moon should be a full moon. This should be a full moon. It shouldn't be a crescent moon like it is now. It should be full. Communication right there. There's no need for satellites when you got these like every 20 blocks all throughout the United States. See the power lines as well? They go for miles all around the United States as well. Everywhere you look is power lines. But these towers is how we get signals, radio signals, television signals, still radio waves with photons with them, giving it light, but it's still radio waves. The technology has been here before satellite, before space, before NASA. The technology to use radio waves. It's not even before this century, before last century. Come on, there's no such thing as satellites. There's no going in the heaven. There's the sun right there. It's not 93 billion miles away. Come on, be for real. It should not be the same time from traveling from the East Coast to the West Coast. It should not be the same time traveling from the West Coast to the East Coast. It should not be the same time going back and forth. If the earth is moving, the earth does not move. How do I know the earth doesn't move? Because I don't feel it. I never seen it move. Ever. That's fact. I never seen the earth move. I felt the earth quake before, movement there. I never felt the earth spin. You know what I'm saying? 1,000 miles per hour in space. I never felt that. Spin like this. I should be able to feel some shit like this if it's doing this. I should be able to feel it. I don't give a fuck how big it is. I should be able to feel it. The bigger it is, the faster I should spin. I mean, fuck. At the equator, you spinning that 1,000 miles per hour. Come on. This up here, you're not spinning that fast. You're spinning that 1,000 miles per hour. Come on, be for real. I should feel it. Why don't I feel it? I feel wind in every direction. The earth is spinning. All right, so we got the shadow. The last time I did this, there was no shadow on the earth. It was just a fucking sphere, globe ball. But you can see they're showing the rest of the earth. You just can't see it on this joint. It's behind this so-called shadow of space and this light. So let's just try to find the sun, because the sun is supposed to be hitting this joint and the whole earth is lit up. I mean, it must be lit up from this side and almost around to the other side if it's a globe or a sphere. So where the fuck is night on earth right now? Right here in this little area right here, that's what night is. So let's just try to find the sun, because apparently the stars supposed to be moving with the earth. All right, so if I move this way, yeah, they moving. So they must attract the stars with this globe, which they didn't, because it's all a lie. Because we see all these stars. I see this star right here everywhere on earth. Right now, if I'm right here, I can't see that star because I'm on the other side of the fucking earth. How can I see this star at night? It's impossible. It's impossible. What I'm trying to say is, let's try to find the sun that's shining on this earth. I done spent 360 degrees around, and I don't see a sun shining on this joint. They worship the sun. It's called heliocentrism. Copernicus. I mean, it's the fact. I mean, maybe you don't know, because they didn't tell that to you when you was in kindergarten when they were showing you this globe. You was just spinning around, and they just said, hey, it's true. So here's Antarctica. Here's Antarctica. Like I said, there is a treaty that will prevent you from going in Antarctica unless you're doing some sort of research. I mean, but the research is all lies because the globe is not real. So they be like, hey, let's go do this. Let's talk about global warming. The earth is not a globe. It is no such thing as global warming. The earth is not a globe. This you don't get. It's like more lies coming to you. Like this lie here. All right. Like this so-called land right here. It's not this. It is not this. They depicting it as what they want you to believe it is. It is not this. Fact. So let's travel on in the southern hemisphere real quick. Let's go to America. Hey, let's just go to South America. I want to travel from South America somewhere else on the southern hemisphere. Like, let me go to Australia. That's perfect. Australia to fucking South America. Why the fuck would I just not go like this on my plane? On every fucking plane. Why not travel around the southern hemisphere? Here. Why? The plane will do this. This is what the plane does. It flies up north. North. It flies back down south to fucking Australia. That's how it goes. It don't go across this. Cause this is not depicted as what it really is. From let's go from South America to Australia. And this is the thing. On the globe, from here in like Chile all the way over here to like Johannesburg or something, it's like a short distance. It's like at the bottom of the globe. But in the real world, in reality, see how far this is away? If you would travel west, it's impossible to go all the way around here on a boat going west. This is going a straight line west. Will take you in a circle all the way around the earth. You can circumnavigate the earth. It has been done east to west. It has never been done north to south, because you would never travel from this part all the way down north and come all the way back and then magically up. It doesn't work like that. I'm trying to tell you, when you go to South Antarctica, it's ice over here. It's more ice that you cannot navigate. The sun doesn't come that far, so it is freezing beyond human life, any type of life, plant life. And it's the edge of the earth. When it's talking about the earth is flat, you fall off. You take a boat anywhere south, it runs into the fucking ice wall. Anywhere south. You got to think about it. This is how you travel. You talking about traveling south. This is how you do it. You travel in a circle around the earth. I can start here in America and turn back around, and I will go in a circle. Watch me circumnavigate around the earth from east to west. I'm going to start on the east coast and go around in a circle. You will go around the earth and come back where you started in a circle. You cannot do that going north to south. It can be done anywhere, east to west, anywhere. You can go to Antarctica and navigate around the perimeter. It takes 3 years. This is 77,000 miles around. On the globe, they would tell you it's 11,000 miles because it's the bottom of the earth, the bottom of the fucking globe. So you got to understand how they lie to your reality. Like I said, let's do this. Let's travel from here. From south, like Johannesburg, where the hell? I'm sorry, Johannesburg's over here. I made a mistake. All the way around here. They're not going to do that. They're not going to travel west. They're going to go in a straight line like you say. Just like this. Just like this. Or they'll go up north somehow and then come back down south. Now let's do it so it can make sense. I'm going to travel from Australia to South America. Now they're not going to travel west all the way around. They're not going to go like this until they get to Australia. They're not going to do this. They're not going to travel like this. They're going to fly in a fucking straight line. They're going to fly all the way north across all this. And then when they get north, they're going to fly back fucking down south to Australia. And they're going to do that same shit going back. Because the earth is not a fucking globe. It's flat. They know it. You don't know it. GPS don't work out here. That's why ain't no flights over the southern hemisphere. Ain't no towers out here. Ain't no land out here to put no fucking towers. You right here, it ain't no tower to triangulate your fucking position. All this shit is done off cell tower triangulation. Ain't no satellites. GPS. This fucking continent, it stretches all the way around this way.
They will not travel across it. Let's do some regular shit. Cause who the fuck goes to Australia or Africa? I mean, I don't know. Cause I stay in fucking America where they teaching these lies and where the motherfucking astronauts blast all the way up here. Like this shit is real. No satellites, no fucking instrument of science is up here. You cannot come up here. You cannot come up here. These fucking stars is when you look up from the ground and this is what you see in the sky. This is a picture of the stars in the sky. You cannot count them. You cannot count the stars. They are counting the stars and telling you that there's an earth here, there's a moon here, there's an earth here. Let's zoom in and do some regular traveling. Oh shit. Alright, here we go. So I'm in the United States again. And I want to travel from California to China. Across the Pacific Ocean. West. And you know it's west because the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. And that's the way the sun travels. And you know, because when you do your compass, you know that's going west. So why do the flights fly up north once again and then down south? Why do they do that? Why do they do that? Huh? Why would you do that to get to China instead of just flying across the Pacific Ocean? Flying across it. Huh? Why don't you ask yourself that? Go do some research. The earth is not a globe. Like you said, if you look at when I was walking outside on that flat map, it's a straight line there. Straight line to China. If you go up here, this is a straight line because the map goes like this. It's a flat earth, but this globe, it just tells you right in your face that the earth is not a globe. But the way they travel on planes, because it cannot be done. You cannot travel across the Pacific Ocean all the way without stopping. It's impossible. And they keep showing you this. They keep showing you this place like it's a continent. They keep showing you that this is the ice wall. When I'm outside, it shows you how big this is. But look how they depict it. 11,000 miles around across. It's 11,000 miles. It's a lie. It's not 11,000 miles. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's the bottom. Like, why don't it look like that up here at the top? Straight ice. Why? Oh, okay. Right. The earth tilt. It's all a lie. The earth don't move. It don't tilt. It's not a globe. It's not a sphere. I believe it. Y'all look at these stars. Like, they look at the stars and say, well, the fucking earth is going around these stars, so-called. So that is what gravity is. So that's where gravity comes from. That theory there. Fact. That's a theory where gravity comes from. These stars going around each other, going around the earth, is where the theory comes from gravity. And it has gone over the years for so long to the point is when a piece of paper falls, it's gravity. You jump in the air, it's gravity. The moon, you never see, it goes around the earth, it's gravity. Everything has become gravity from that one lie. Just like the globe. The one lie that the earth is a globe is the reason why you think it's spin. That's the reason why. The reason why you think everything out here is a sphere. Because you don't look up through a telescope. You just look at NASA's images of the spheres. You won't look for yourself. You won't. You'll use shit like this, like Google Earth, and pretend like this is a satellite out here, this far from Earth, satellites, out here zooming in on Earth. You see movies when the motherfucker people like Will Smith movie, when he didn't want to look up with Gene Hackman because the satellites is over top of their head. It called Enemy of the State. Don't look up because the satellites is zooming in on you. It's a fucking lie. No fucking satellites out here zooming in on shit. It's bullshit. Let you be here on the boat. Let you be stuck and stranded out here on the motherfucking boat and see if your fucking phone work. See if your fucking satellite work. Ain't no fucking satellites. Trust me. Trust me. I know. Listen, this is America. The fucking the people who got a call from here to this country, Venezuela, Honduras, fucking Peru, Brazil, all these places, why don't they just call? Why don't they just mail their fucking cell phones here, mail it here, and then buy a new cell phone and call that number? Keep paying that number on them, call that number. Why won't the satellites help you do that? Why do you gotta use a fucking phone card, land-based cables to go here, underwater sea-based cables to get here and communicate? Why can't you just do that? There are no satellites. Cell towers are everywhere. Every like fucking 5-6 blocks, there's a fucking cell tower triangulating all frequencies. through the air for radio signals, for the fucking walkie-talkie radio signals, for the fucking radio stations, for the television stations, for your fucking GPS. All that's done through radio cell towers. It's not done through no fucking satellite. Any image you got that this high, if it's not a high altitude plane, it's not real. It's not real. Or a high balloon, high air, or helium joint, the balloons, it's not real. There's no fucking people up here. There's no agency up here. They lying to you and they showing you this fake shit. It's all lies. You believe it because you've been taught it your whole life. You cannot break it. You cannot break it. Like the fact that you can go to the news and try to find out what tomorrow's weather. You know the guy standing in front of a fucking green screen. You know it. It's not real. You know it. You know he do not know what tomorrow's weather is going to be. Fact. You know that for a fact. Because you know nobody knows what tomorrow's weather is going to be. You don't even know if the fucking moon is going to come out tomorrow. You don't know if you're going to be on fucking Earth tomorrow to even feel the fucking weather. So you predicting the future, which is false. But you know it. You know it. So you walk out and you listen to this person tell you what tomorrow's weather is. How does he do it? With satellites. That's what you believe. Until you find out that it is the Doppler radar. It is radar. More radio waves used by towers, which is a 28-foot dish on a tower. You just don't get it. And they have maxed out on your fucking imagination. So you believe that shit is real. You believe this shit is spinning before your eyes. These clouds will never move in any live joint. You see how these clouds just stay there? Let me go back. See how these clouds just stay there? How they don't move? How they should be moving? They don't move on live shit. They don't move. Like they paste it. Because this shit is not real. It's all CGI. It's an image. Everything you guys images in your magazines is a fucking image. Shit is not depicted real. Like you'll travel. Let's do what I be doing outside. We travel from the North Pole down. Let's try to spin around. They saying you can do this on Earth. You can circumnavigate from north to south. Let me just get it straight so you'll understand what I'm saying. What north to south is. You can circumnavigate. You can start at here, the bottom of South America, go around all the way to the North Pole, all the way back around in a fucking circle. Back to South America, around Antarctica. That is what you believe. That is the total lie of the globe. That's what you believe. You believe motherfuckers from here is upside down compared to niggas that's up here. That's what you believe. These are things that you believe. Not only, I just want to break it down to the church because today is Sunday. So, hey, there we go. More fucking worship of the sun. Graven images in the church of Christ, of fucking crucifixes. It's graven images. But they don't believe it. They will not believe it. Just like you would not believe this shit is not real. Like they won't believe the Sabbath is not Sunday. They won't believe it. They won't believe it. The average person walks out, look up at these fucking stars and see other Earths. Titan. The movies have reinforced the shit on the fucking theory. So now you look at the stars and then you see images in your own mind. Just imagine if you were never taught it, what you would view the stars as this. Exactly what you see them as. This fucking dot is not a fucking trillion times bigger than this. It's impossible. It's not a trillion times further away than this. It's impossible. This is impossible. The fucking globe. Like I said, we try to find the sun. We could not find the sun out here. We couldn't find the star. It's the sun. You look at these dots. See the red, the blue, the colorful joints, and you call them planets. Hey, that's a planet. That's Mars. That's fucking Neptune. You know what? Neptune is not a rock like we stand on. It's made of gas like the shit, we charge motherfuckers for here on Earth. That's natural gas. We still charge them for it. But the whole fucking so-called planet is made out of that. And the joint is spinning on a vertical axis and shit. Like they make this shit up as they go and you believe it. You know why? Because they reinforce it. No, even if you don't try to believe it, it's reinforced. No matter what you do, it's reinforced. Like you'll buy fucking, you'll go to Google and then see space. Without even clicking, you just see it. Like, what the fuck space got to do with me trying to research some shit on Google? Fuck Google. You look at these motherfucking cartoon shows. They in space. They in space. That's where they at. That's where they want you to be at, in your mind. They got you thinking this shit. It's your mind. Your mind makes it real. Your mind reinforces these fucking lies. You should not be able to see from here to here. You should not be able to see that far. The Earth is a globe. The Earth is a fucking globe that curves. See this curve. You should not be able to see from here, anywhere on Earth, to here, with this fucking globe being this fucking big. Coming up to the Statue of Liberty, you should not be able to see it. Travel to Mount Everest, you should not be able to see it. Like, when you on Mount Everest, fuck it. Fuck it. Let me just fucking go to fucking Mount Everest real quick. Fuck it. Mount Everest. They tell you it. They got the pictures. Here we on top of the fucking mountain. We on top of this mountain. You can see this fucking mountain from miles away. Hundreds of miles away. Impossible on the globe. Impossible. It's impossible. Alright, this my fucking this my 5-stick screensaver. But this joint showing visuals of shit of the earth, like pictures of the earth. Shit you shouldn't be able to see if the earth was a globe. Like, you shouldn't be able to see back there. Like, see this mountain back here? You shouldn't be able to see this shit. It should be straight sky. This shit should fall behind the curvature of the earth. You know how far this mountain is away? Like, you see the skyline back here? How can you see that? If the earth is curved, it should be straight water. It should look like straight water. You shouldn't be able to see this. You don't get these fucking, everything is vertical. No matter how far it goes back, it's vertical. It don't slant back. The tree's not slanting like this. They standing straight up. Look, you can see that boat from all over here. And if you zoom in on the telescope, you can see it all the way up, the whole boat, from the bottom up if you use the telescope. It's just plain and simple. You can see from miles away. You should not be able to see that far away on a globe. For every 3 miles, the earth tilts down 6 feet times the mile. So 4 miles is 6 times that. 5 miles is 6 times that. That's how far it's supposed to be down. Shit's supposed to be down thousands of feet. It don't matter. See, this mountain is probably 1,000 feet tall, but it's supposed to be thousands of feet below the curvature of the earth. So you shouldn't be able to see it. That's what you don't get. So you look at the altitude compared to sea level. It don't matter. You shouldn't be able to see that far, period. Like, look at this shit back here. You shouldn't be able to see this mountain back here. You shouldn't be able to see it. Fact, that one back there. You know how far away that is? How can you see that? And you can do this shit all day. The earth is not a globe. It's a flat plane as far as the eyes can see in every direction. Like, this can happen on the globe. See this reflection? Vertical. Mirror is mirrors. You know how mirrors work? You need a reflector. That's what the firmament is, reflecting off the water. That's how you get rainbows. You don't know nothing about mirrors. That's right. Concave, concave mirror. You don't know about that. Let's just stick to how far you can see. Everything's supposed to be flat like this. You're supposed to be seeing nothing. No matter how tall the building is, the shit in Dubai, the tallest building, it don't lean. Like, you can be 100 miles away. It's not leaning back like the Tower of Pisa. It's not leaning. You never see that. You never see it. That's what you don't get. And they'll show you all the pictures they got. All these widescreen, vast pictures of shit that you can see that you should not be able to see on a globe. Now, this is just saying it right now with a fucking camera. They're using a camera with good ass optics and shit, good ass pixels and shit. But if you use a telescope, you can see even further than this. Meaning the earth don't curve. This water's always flat. Do you see that motherfucking rain, the little waterfall before that? I mean, the water trying to be flat and level like this water. Like, you can't get mirrors. You can't get mirror reflections off of the fucking sky if the earth is not, if it's not a firmament above it, a glass dome. It's the only way you can get a mirror reflection. You don't get it. You just don't understand the earth. You don't. They taught you the earth. That's why you can't see it. You think this joint's spinning around. You think it's moving and shit. You think the sky, the sky and the stars and the moon and the sun is what's rotating around you. The earth don't rotate around it. The earth does not move. The earth is bigger than all those objects that you see up in the sky. The sun is not bigger than the earth. The moon, of course, you know it's not bigger than the earth, but it's not that size they're saying it is. Look, you can see all the way over there. How can you see that? How? It should be straight sky. Open your eyes. It's all perspective. As you see how far this is straight out as far as the eye can see. And you think that you can't see that far because the earth curves down. If you just think about it, it's perspective. Everything is coming down to a point. The tracks are coming up. Everything in the sky is coming down to a center point. It's not back that point down there is where the earth curves. So things vanish from the bottom up. Everything vanished from the bottom up. I mean, I've done a test on a regular field and dropped the camera down to the grass and walked back, and I vanished from the bottom up. My pants leg were gone. That doesn't mean the earth curves. Now, what I mean, as far as the eyes can see, like, if this was your eyeball, this was plain sight right here. This is a camera, so I can't call this plain sight because it's not your eyeball. Some digital stuff, so I'm not going to lie to myself. But as far as the eyes can see, I can't see that far. But I can zoom in and see even further, is what I'm saying. Now, like if I had a telescope, I could see all the way to that little overpass or that bridge. Even past that with a telescope. I mean, the optics, that joint is super far. But what I'm saying is, if the earth was curved, that line that you think the horizon is the earth curving down, if that was true, then when it goes to that point, when it gets to that point, no matter what I was using, I can use binoculars, I can use a telescope, I can use my plain sight, I should not be able to see past the horizon, regardless is what I'm saying. But you can see far. I mean, you can see for 50 miles. The horizon is like 32 miles away, 30 miles away. I mean, it's not even that far. It's as far as your eyes can see. My horizon right now is not 30 something miles away. It's probably down there. It's like a half a mile away. That's as far as my eyes can see. And it's in every direction. The earth is a plane, not a planet. It's in every direction, as far as the eyes can see. I mean, it's the truth. Now, like, we talk about your vantage point and the laws of perspective, where your vision sees. So you see this, everything is coming to a focal point. It doesn't mean the earth is curving. It doesn't mean everything is dropping down. This is as far as the eyes can see. These train tracks is all the way down. They build these train tracks. They don't build these train tracks off the curvature of the earth. When they lay each one of these things down, has never, ever, anybody who's done that said they don't account for the curvature of the earth. This has to be level. It cannot curve. It cannot curve down. Train tracks cannot curve. They have to be flat on a level surface. I mean, it's common sense. The earth does not curve. It's what you don't get. There's no way the earth can curve and you can build train tracks on it. It's like the train will be constantly dipping down. It's like your plane flights will constantly dip down, as this does, dip down. But it's as far as the eyes can see. Like, you're nothing but an ant to this. So you looking at it from like a 2D perspective is what I'm saying. Thing is, like, where's the sun? Where's the sun? The sun is behind those clouds. But look, you can see as far as the eyes can see, day. Day. It's day in every direction. The sun, you can see the sun from here, but it's day for miles away. It's day up, way up north, way down south. It's day. That's what I'm saying. The sun does not make day. Light, the day like this is not the sun. It is day. It's light. So it's a lot of stuff that you lost. You know what I'm saying? This is your light. It's your light. It's your light. And what's in them lines? Your power. You know why these power lines are super big compared to the small ones? I mean, do you know? Do you even know how many volts is in these power lines right here? You know how many volts come out your socket into your devices in your home? Do you know? So you just wake up and work. You wake up and work. You know that joint's 750 some volts right there. I mean, come on. Like this, look at this. This train is coming down. Look. It's on a flat surface. It didn't come over no horizon. It didn't come over the earth's curve. Perspective. This is what the sun does. This train is huge. But you see how the sun is? Look. When it's in the sky, it's smaller as it approaches from the horizon. This is what the sun does in the sky. The moon, that's what they do in the sky. And as they get bigger, as they come closer to you, they get larger. Because things vanish at the distance when they travel. If the earth was if the sun was 93 million miles away, it wouldn't vanish down like that. It wouldn't get smaller. It'd be the same size at noon as it is at 6 o'clock. That's how you know the earth is not spinning around no sun. That's how you know the sun is not 400 times the size of earth. Level plane, all the way as far as the eyes can see, basically. But I'm gonna put it all the way down to the ground, and then explain. Open me up a joint.
of the sun behind the clouds. It just rained. Because I just want to tell you guys that the sun and the moon are the same size. It's just the sun is like 14 times brighter than the moon. But they are the same size. That's the sun. That is the sun in the sky. It's not huge. It is the same exact size of the moon. The clouds that just got finished raining out here. Thunderstorm actually. So now, watch. The clouds are about to leave now. You probably shine through, but it's the same exact circumference. 32 miles in diameter, 3,000 miles high in the air. That's why you can see a full eclipse, how it can just pass and you won't see anything. Because they're the exact same size. It's impossible. It's just brighter. This is proof right here. I mean, right in your face. The clouds are blocking the light so you actually see the source of the light. This is the size of the sun. Whenever you wear shades, it look like this. Whenever you wear shades, and you look up at the sky with your naked eye, look just like this.
Alright, this is not the morning, it's the evening now. Last time I did this was 7 in the morning. Now it's about 7 to 8 in the evening now. So as you can see, the sun about to be blocked by some clouds, so it's probably see some shade. But the sun is out, of course, in the day, because it's still day. And the moon is out at the same time. So once again, I can see both of them in the sky. So let's see if I see a full moon. No, I do not see a full moon. I do not see a full moon. As you can see, the moon is not full. Now, how come since the light from the sunlight you see is on my hand, it's reflecting on my hand. Let's look at this. Full hand, it's hot. But it's the red light. It's red light. Here, as you see, it's on my clothes. It's on the ground. The shadows are red. Where's the red light cast on the moon? Like I said, the moon has its own light. There's no red cast. There's no red glow. There's no colors. It's just white and the color of the sky behind it. It's light. It should be full. The shadows be on all opposite sides, and other where the sun moves sometimes. It should be half. It should be a half. Like it should be half. It shouldn't be slanted like this if the moon is over there. You understand? The moon is not reflecting the sun's light, as you can tell. It's a shadow. See the light. Look at my hands. You can see this part of my fist has the sunlight on it, and this side doesn't. So it's like it's not casting it. That shit is not going. That moon is going to be this way all night. All night. Even when this sun is gone. On the other side, even when you can't see the sun or its light, you still see this moon in her light. Alright, so I'm standing in China, and those gentlemen are standing in America. So right here is China, and that is America right there. Alaska's right here. Alright, so this is the Pacific Ocean. This is if you will travel west, because these lines are going west. Well, these are going back east. But coming from America, this is going west around the globe, or on the earth, navigating west. They won't go around the Pacific Ocean, as you can see, like this. They don't do that. They fly straight. Like I said, they fly towards the North Pole, and once they get to the North Pole, they fly back down south to America. It doesn't go that way, so it just clear your face. It's a straight shot from China on a flat earth directly to America, just by going to the North Pole and then back down south. That's how you can tell. So there's no need to circumnavigate around the Pacific Ocean to get back there, as you can see. I mean, it's just clean cut proof. NASA.gov. Right up there. I wouldn't lie to you. That's what they're trying to show you. Right at the fucking screen. It's like NASA.gov. So you know I'm at the government site with the logo right there. This live. Fucking live. This is right now. It's supposed to be a satellite above our heads right now. Circling the earth. You see this horizon has curve. Fisheye lens does that on the camera. The horizon is always flat. And straight line. Straight line always. But you know they curve it. They're supposed to be them Look. They supposed to be. You can actually see land. Like you can see fucking land. Hold on. They got land. You can zoom in on the land, and like you can actually see the mountain. Meaning, if you stand on the mountain, you can see up. There's so much detail. Like you can literally see like the shoreline, the shore on the fucking right there, the shore. So if it's that much detail, then meaning you can use a telescope and see this fucking machine that's taking this fucking video, so-called live right now as we speak, by the government. You know what I'm saying? This shit is like $80-90 billion in the fucking budget. They can do anything. Would you believe in this shit? Like I said. So, live. So the rotation of the earth, they show you how the earth moves, which it does not. Or, you know what I'm saying? They lie to you every way. As you can see, the fucking clouds are not moving. Fact. Now the thing that's tripping me out is this supposed to be like 14,000 miles per hour. You know what I'm saying? This fucking machine and all satellites supposed to circle the fucking globe like 3 times, like every minute and shit. Like, why is it moving so slow? You see this, Reg? Look, you see this? The time it takes to get there, this shit you should see different formations. This is going to be the same all the way through, cause it's a lie. This shit is a lie. A live lie. That is live. This shit is live. It's a lie. It's a fucking lie by NASA. This shit never stops. This shit has been live since like October fucking 15th, I believe, last year. Now, what are other motherfucking machines that's so-called up here? This low Earth orbit. What the fuck? I'm trying to keep up with this bullshit and say they dumbass terms. Ain't no such thing as a low Earth orbit. What the fuck? Shit's not real. So this shit's practically fucking floating, moving like fucking 10% of the speed of light and shit. Like, you think of how fast this motherfucker thing going. They say the joints go like almost 100, like 24,000 miles per hour and shit. To get up here, and then the joint traveling around the earth so fucking fast. Like, how can you get a picture of this shit? Like, where the rest of them at? Where the fucking stars? You know what I'm saying? You above the sun. Where the fucking stars? I don't see the stars. You can't even tell where the fucking sun is on this joint because it's a lie. Shit is a lie. Look at this formation. Like I said, it wouldn't change when it got here. That same cloud looked the same way. It's a lie. The cloud's not moving. Come on, be for real. This shit is a lie. To reinforce that globe on your fucking mind is NASA TV. It's a fucking lie. And it's supposed to be the truth. Like, just not no teacher. The teachers, the textbooks are written by this false shit. This niggas making all this money. Got they motherfucking scientists telling you, the rocket scientist, a rocket scientist is supposed to be the smartest person on earth, correct? No, get the fuck out of here. Then a theorist is supposed to be the fucking smartest person. Get the fuck out of here. Come on. You're being lied to, brainwashed. Look at this shit. You're saying I can't see from a telescope down here. I should be able to see visible shit like planes at different altitudes now since we this high. Like, come on, be for real. Nothing. Nothing's gonna fly by. It's a fucking screensaver. Come on. $82 million screensaver. Eat it up. Y'all eating it up. Look at all this shit. Look, what is this coming up? This supposed to be something on Earth. Literally, I should be able to see this shit. This machine that's flying. It's impossible. Cause it's not up here. It's no up here. This is fucking CGI. This shit's not real. It's not real. Be for real. It's not real. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not no fucking computer guy or fucking what you call it, the CGI fucking Photoshop type shit. But I can clearly see that they just bent this shit. This shit is straight across. Like on every picture you take, every skyline you see, on the water, it's always gonna be like this, no matter how high you got. Amber just took balloons to this height, honestly, because there's no going above this. And they just got fucking fake images of this with a curve as globe Earth. The Earth it's a flat line right here, and if you stand right here, it's as far as your eyes can see. This way, that way, that way, that way. If I'm standing right here, I wouldn't be able to see the person standing right here. I could if I had a fucking telescope. Now, if you put a person right here, and then a person right here, it's impossible. You shouldn't be able to see how this so-called Earth is curving. I wouldn't be able to see anything past like this point because the Earth curves down, so-called. But you can take a boat all the way across and then see it with a fucking telescope. It's designed to look up, but the smart average person look across with a telescope. I mean, it's not designed to look up because ships sail. How the fuck can they see lighthouses and land? I see land. How the fuck can you see land from I'm about to say a million. From fucking 20, 30, 40 miles away? How? Impossible. These clouds never move. Shit is a lie. In your face. This is the government here. NASA.gov, G-O-V. Getting funded by you. Because you believe it. You believe it. When is like the Hubble going to be seen? Like the Hubble telescope should be here. The ESPN, the fucking XF radio, all these other fucking satellites, radio stations should be up there, right? They show that fucking diagram of all them damn satellites everywhere. It's supposed to be, I told you, 30,000 satellites up here. Where they at? Where the debris at? Most importantly, where are the stars? You're supposed to be above the atmosphere, correct? On low Earth orbit. Where are the fucking stars? There's no atmosphere blocking. That's why you got the Hubble up here where you can see it's a lie. All this shit's a lie. It's a lie. It's a fucking lie. I can see from here all the way across. I can see from here all the way over here. I can see from miles away. It's impossible. I should not be able to see this far. But this globe Earth, like put it this way, I can see from here to here. Now you see how this fucking line curves down? And how the fuck will I be able to see from here all the way over here? But I can, because this is a lie. It's a straight line. And look at how much the joint curve it even more for you to believe the lie. Come on. Look how slow it's going. Listen, shit in space supposed to be spinning around like crazy. Like fucking wild crazy. It's supposed to be like this and shit. Like this fucking video is supposed to be looking like this. Come on, be for real. It don't supposed to look all fucking stable. Be for real. It's clean cut proof.
I made it to the Air and Space Museum. About to check out the inside. It's a place, a building full of facts. Where all the facts at. So now we about to walk into there, take a few videos and show you what's up at the Air and Space Museum. I seen it as soon as I walk in. We got this shit right here just for you to see. Sun worship. It's complete sun worship. Heliocentrism, Copernicus at its best. Worship of the sun, right on the floor. Centricism, right here. This is where it all started. Placing the sun in the center of the universe. Perfect. Right on display. It's perfect. This is how all this started, right here. There wouldn't be no air and space if it wasn't for the Copernicus. And it's the plaque right here just for him. Galileo. Got him in here, definitely. Got him, perfect. They got all the founders. So they give it to you. They give it to you. Give you everything you need. You see? You just look at it, see how it took off. These are the shit. So, as you can see, it's made out of like tin, gold, aluminum, things like that. Got some facts here.
I don't like the color of the brush.
Yep. Astronaut me. Space. Walking with his glasses on. Huge satellite, of course. Look how huge it is. I mean, you should be able to see it from Earth. It's huge. Huge. These how it communicate through the atmosphere, through the plasma. You know, radio waves can't go through plasma, but somehow we still communicate with it. 25 seconds.
So this is the engine. This is the rocket engine. One of the engines. It's a booster rocket. So they building the engine. The engine goes 6,000 miles an hour. But then they say they use staging, which reaches 24,000 miles an hour. So one engine stops and the other one kicks in at 6,001 and it continues to go to 12,000. That's how they increase it. They're going up against the drag of the gravity and everything else. Oh, here we go. This is so real.
We have made it. 1.
Booster ignition.
And the final liftoff of Discovery, a tribute to the dedication, hard work, and pride of America's space shuttle team. So let's clear the tower.
To infinity and beyond. Will they make it above the Lord's firmament? Will they make it? Will they make it above the Lord's firmament? Will it make it? Will it make it above the Lord's firmament? Are we seeing it go straight or is it starting to curve? It is starting to curve. It is starting to curve. Right, switch the angles so you can see the lines. Here depicted as the sound laser going up 23,000 miles high, and this is what it looks up 23,000 miles. You can actually see how the curve all the way around the Earth is at 23,000 miles in the air. Oh, got a list of all the space shuttles design. I mean, they showed you.
Get one particle of light or one photon from the star into the observatory. Who wants to do that?
I'll try. I'll definitely try. Oh, let me try to get one proton into the
Photon.
A photon.
Protons and neutrons.
Oops, sorry.
It's okay. All right, you made it. So
I made
does
it.
that mean that? Yeah, you made it. So does that mean that we could see the star?
Past this?
If
Past
the
the black
light
hole?
came from the star and hit our observatory, does that mean yeah, we could see the star? So it took a straight path down this way and hit our observatory just like that. So what would happen if this thing was in the middle?
This is gravity?
This is
the
space and time in the night
Space-time
sky. Yes.
from Einstein? Okay.
Yeah. What would happen if we dropped the photon?
It
Yeah, it would just get stuck in there. So, what do you think this thing is?
Black hole.
A black hole, yeah. Anyone, any idea of what black holes are? Heard anything about them? It's what happens when a star dies and collapses in on itself. So that's like, if you take a sheet of paper and you crumple it up, it's...
Me to move around on Earth. Well, let me start over and go to the satellite. Actually, I'm gonna go to ride with this. Go with the satellites. So basically, I'm going with the different satellites around the globe Earth, and I'm controlling it, of course. New high-tech stuff. Checking it out. Okay, so basically, I'm gonna flip the Earth around. You got the United States here, and this will be the North Pole. So from here all the way around the globe, you'll go to the South Pole. Basically, Antarctica is like, you see how small it is here? How they depict it here? It's at the bottom. They don't let you go, of course, in a circle from north to south because it's impossible to do. So, all the things they did. Not a man one though. First they got some animals, 2 dogs. First man orbited the Earth. Oh my God. 62. First photographer. First new man mission. U.S. crew.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Just go all the way up. They even got tests. Fake shit. The fake, and it just all lead up to this. Here we go. The naked eye. You know, this is what people don't use. They actually use NASA. They don't use this. This must be the Orion. Oh no, this the Apollo 11.
Manufacturing the world for over 80 years.
Everybody see some globe now.
We live on this round object. It's really foreign to people.
Yeah, it is.
Until you actually show them the globe.
You gotta show them because it's fucking live.
I'm still intrigued by it.
The
I'm gonna show you. This is how it's done.
In a two-dimensional virtual space.
Two-dimensional means flat.
Into a physical sphere.
That would be looking.
They print it out flat,
on
a flat map, and they wrap it around the globe. It's just like this.
To envision what this thing will look like as a 3D model.
The designing of
See,
the
it's
world
flat,
starts at the
and then they
cartographer's desk.
wrap it around the
What
globe
we
for you to
do
believe
is we
it.
take
The Earth,
science
this is
and
how they view
aesthetics and
it.
try to
This is how
blend
you
those
live on a flat
together,
Earth.
to develop a real world.
There's a lot that go into this
model
shit.
of the world.
You gotta
Aesthetics
understand
are
this.
important in conveying the vast amount of information on a globe clearly.
Because the globe
We're gonna
comes
want
from a
country
fucking
names
flat
to
map.
stand out more than
Flat
city
Earth.
names. We're going to want mountain features to not only label that mountain range, but kind of show the
Fucking
extent
lie.
and the direction of that
Shut the
mountain
fuck
range.
up.
With the design and layout ready,
You see
the
they
map
print
is
it out.
printed and glued to chipboard.
The map is
As you
printed on
look at it,
paper,
it's flat. This is how the Earth look.
using a high gloss finish.
Holes are punched into the north and south
You know what I'm
poles.
saying? They trying to wrap it around the fucking sphere for you to believe it, using geometry and shit.
Directly in the middle of the light.
Look,
The map
they show you right in your
to a
face.
60-ton hydraulic press, which cuts out the excess space.
When you set it up, you set it up.
You get a big ass piece of paper and put the whole fucking Earth on it. But they want to cut it in half and then print it and put it on two sides of the sphere.
The most important one is the first one you cut right on the line. And then the second one, if you don't cut the first one right,
They cutting the ocean off. That's what they doing.
The excess space is called gores.
It's called ocean,
The
actually.
space between those gores is removed so that the geometry
So it can
when
fit
it's
in your
then pushed
fucking life.
into a
See, they wrap it
sphere,
around a globe.
allows that geometry
It's a
to
flat
come
map
together
wrapped
and
around a
actually
fucking
match up.
globe.
Now the hemispheres are turned from 2D surfaces into their final 3D
Turn it from
form.
hemispheres, but it's a big ass land, one land.
Put this out here.
Antarctica's around this
This is
shit.
north side, this is south side.
Inside those hemispheres is where the mountains are actually already engraved into the steel.
Everything already ready
The
for
pressure
them.
from the punch
Look, this is how
is
it
great
work.
enough that
Right
it
here.
forces the material
Wop.
from the cardboard up into those mountains.
When I took one home to my grandkids,
You fucking
they
killed
never
them when
had
you took them home to your
before.
grandkids.
They
They should
took
never
it to
had
school
one.
and showed it to the
We gotta
kids
take this
at
shit to school. They got this
and
shit in
they
school.
studied.
You
That's
lying.
how my grandma made the world.
After
Nah.
making the two halves of the world,
Fuck.
the hemispheres get trimmed at the equator.
All of
cutting
the
of the
globe
earth.
maps are printed with excess
Access ocean, so you can cut it off, right? So you
that
can
when
try
we do
and
the
tell
trimming
motherfuckers that the
process,
ocean not that big.
we do have
So
a
you
little
can wrap
bit
it
of a
around your
fudge
sphere.
This is what makes the globe. If we don't trim
What makes the
these,
globe is motherfuckers
can't put it
believe in
together.
it. That's what make it. You can
That
make all
fudge
these fucking
factor is
cardboard you
important,
want.
allowing the two hemispheres
Motherfuckers
to be
keep
trimmed
believing it.
so
That's
they
what
align
make it.
perfectly.
Fucking
What I do
believes.
is I trim the north and the south, send it
Fuck.
off to assembly, they put it together, we send it out.
Replocal has been putting the world together for 83 years.
What they have.
The Explorer was first introduced in 1930
Fucking Walking
and was
Dead, man.
one
Fucking
of the
fucking
first,
fucking
very
zombie,
first
fucking
items that the
ghost.
company made.
Luther Replocal is the name behind the brand.
To
Very well.
develop the globe
To
business,
develop
and
a
his
lie.
credo was that there should be a globe in every home.
That it should be.
With 250
Why should it be a
models
globe
sold
in every
globally,
home?
This company has brought the
Well,
world
think about
to
it.
the world.
What do you eat a globe? Do you wear a globe? Why should it be a globe in here?
Before
For you
this
to
globe goes
believe
out
it.
to the world, the two halves need to come together.
Fuck, they need a globe in every home
one
for.
half shell in to get hot glue on it. I get hot glue on it.
Fucking lie.
Then I take the half shell out, sit it over here.
Fucking
to
map
put
around a sphere.
what we
They can
call
put it around a
loop
fucking
in it.
cube and you'll believe it. They put that shit around a
The
motherfucking
two halves
Rubik's
make a
Cube and you'll
hole,
believe
and the
it. Fucking
equator is
McDonald's
taped
box
for
and you'll
extra
believe it.
holes.
You believe any
The
fucking
time
thing.
dial, meridian, and base
The
are all
meridian.
attached to
They're
the
making that
north
shit
and
up.
south poles.
Everything involves
The
with the lie, so they
meridian
can get
on
the tilt.
globe, basically holds the Earth
You know
at
what I'm
the
saying?
tilt of its
Bullshit.
axis.
Available
Earth
in
ain't no
several
fucking,
different
it's not
languages,
tilted,
the
you stupid
Explorer
ass,
globe
man.
travels all over the world.
We make French globes, German globes, Spanish globes, Hebrew globes, Chinese
Get the
globes.
fuck out of
I
here.
think we
Ain't no
also did
such
one in
fucking thing as no
Swahili at
fucking
some
Hebrew
point.
globe.
Having a globe in
We
a
make
classroom that
French
students can
globes,
touch and
Spanish globes,
experience the internet
Hebrew
can't
globes.
match.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's not the same as having a globe in a child's hands and
Sound
them
fucking
understanding
stupid.
that this is the earth that we live on.
Hebrew globes. Fuck out of here.